Hello, audio. Audio check. Check audio. Audio check.
Mic check.
Hello, Jeff.
Sige.
Courtside.
Okay ka pa dyan, Jeff? Okay
Yes,
ka pa dyan,
sir.
Jeff?
Hey.
Courtside.
Mula sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao at sa iba't ibang sulok ng mundo, kami po ay nagpapasalamat sa inyong panonood ng Mahardika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. Welcome to the 8th home court defense of the Pasay Voyagers this season. We will take on the 7-14 Muntinlupa Cagers. And there you see the consistent star of the Pasay Voyagers, Warren Bonifacio, has scored in double figures in all of the 7 games at home of Pasay so far. And there you see their leading scorer at 14.7 points per game, number 10 in the MPBL, that is Lawrence Victoria. Back in action and back at 100% after feeling not so well in their previous game versus San Juan. Thank you for joining us, folks. This is Mix Gomez at your service alongside Juanito Gregorio and Megan Cabrera. And Juanito, before this game, I asked Juan Bonifacio, what is it about the Cuneta Astrodome that makes you guys play even better? And he said, they really embody, itong crowd nila, they really embody being a sixth man. It's really a different type of energy here in Pasay City.
And you can really feel it. Once this team enters, it's a home game. At komportable dito ang Pasay Voyagers. And 7-0, trying to go for 8-0. This is a perfect place for them to recover after a loss.
Now let's get the recent updates from our two teams, courtesy of our courtside reporter, Megan Cabrera.
Migs and Coach Juanito ang Muntinlupa nga, they love playing in front of a home crowd kahit nga hindi daw sa kanila ang crowd because they love the energy but more so they love the challenge. Alam nila ang Pasay hindi yan nagpapatalo sa home court but they are going into this game with a positive mindset. Para sa Pasay naman, handa silang bumawi at handa silang gawin ito sa home soil nila and everything they do, they dedicated to the people of Pasay. At syempre, gusto rin nilang bigyan ng early birthday present si Mayora Emmy Calixto Rubiano who will be celebrating her birthday for tomorrow. Migs and Coach Juanito.
There you have it. Advanced happy birthday to Mayora Emmy Calixto Rubiano. And by the way, they have already delivered big wins here on their home floor. Out of those 7 wins, they've had 5 against teams with winning records. But now we talk about the previous game of the Muntinlupa Cagers. This squad is coming off of a loss versus Iloilo.
Well, in that game, they really played it slow. They were in control most parts of the ball game. But in the end, Iloilo tried to outrun itong Muntinlupa, which eventually gave them that victory in that last game. Field goals, they were slightly the same. The free throws, Iloilo led that lane. But it's really the fast break that made the biggest difference, especially in the third and the fourth quarter, where Iloilo was able to take control of the ball game and eventually go home with the victory.
It was a battle between 2 paces for Muntinlupa and Iloilo. AJ Madrigal was the best player of that game. It's his first honor in his MPBL career against these Muntinlupa Cagers, who will try to bounce back against the Pasay Voyagers, who will also try to bounce back after that loss versus San Juan. It happened in Binyan. It didn't help that they had a couple of players feeling sick, and Warren Bonifacio was fresh off of Hong Kong, just reached Binyan in order to play that game.
Well, in this game, San Juan really started out strong and never looked back. Pasay really struggled in that ball game, especially defensively. It's hard to win when you're going up against a strong team and you give up 53% on that field goal. San Juan was very comfortable in that game. San Juan also controlled the rebounding, they controlled the inside and outran the Pasay Voyagers. Everything going the side of San Juan in that last game. Although this is a perfect opportunity para dito sa Pasay Voyagers na makabawi here in their home turf.
Alright, let's see if they can continue with their great momentum here inside the Cuneta Astrodome. As now we turn you over to Richard Campos. But before that, apparently we have a player matchup to watch out for. Okay, let me apologize to our viewers out there. Our 2 guards would feature Lawrence Victoria and itong si Alfred Flores. So let's see which player will be able to step up. But I want to get your thoughts about these 2.
These guys are actually the main faces of their offense. 13 points a game para kay Alfred, 14 para kay Lawrence Victoria, and of course, also contributing in all the other aspects. But most of their offenses really rely heavily on these 2. And in the last games, these 2, Lawrence Victoria struggled, but Alfred Flores really tried to carry the Muntinlupa Cagers. So we really see the impact of these guards in these ball games. So it's really a question of who will be able to lead the pack here in this game, and that's going to be very, very important in Alfred Flores and Lawrence Victoria.
Alfred Flores in his 12 games for Muntinlupa has only scored in single digits 3 times, so that's 75% in double figures for Mr. Flores. On the other end, it's been a struggle for Lawrence Victoria because he does have an injured toe, and the past 4 outings he has only scored in double figures once. So today might be a good bounce back game for him. And now, for real, we turn you over to Richard Campos.
Forward number 29, Jacob Galicia. Center number 25, Ryan Arinal. One guard number 9, Jasper Cuevas. Also at guard number 7, Warlo Batak. At forward number 6, McCoy Marcos. The head coach is Mixon Ramos. His assistants are Alex Calweng, Jerry Andalion, and Noel Villapa. The team manager, Vince Harder. Team honors are Kaiser Galvez, Grace Galvez, Attorney Jem C, and Aya Saicon. And now, for your Pasay Voyagers! Starting at guard number 1, El Trilla Lawrence Victoria. Center number 4, Warren Bonifacio. Point guard number 5, Axel Inigo. Small forward number 11, Jasper Salenga. And at power forward number 13, Dr. Fly, Don Reverente. The head coach is Marlon Keith Martin. His assistants are Big Escudero, Hubert De Los Santos, Willie Generalao, Wendell Cadiz, Cholo Martin, and Adrian Bocal. The team manager, Jonathan Tulibas. Team honors are Miggy Ligot, Raul Bacalso, Lavin Castro, JD Castro, and Lian Calixto Rubiano. Referees for this ballgame are crew chief Julius Dicchio. Umpire 1,
Presenting our starting fives, brought to you by SportsMax, powered by PlayMax, the official online entertainment partner of the MPBL. Win to the max. It's Jasper Cuevas with Warlo Batak, Ryan, RJ Arenal, Makoy Marcos, and Jacob Galicia for Muntinlupa. And then we have Axel Inigo, Lawrence Victoria, Warren Bonifacio, Don Reverente, and Jasper Salenga for the Pasay Voyagers. Thank you for joining us. This is Mix Gomez at your service alongside Juanito Gregorio and Megan Cabrera as we come to you live from the Cuneta Astrodome in Pasay City, where Pasay is 7-0 here on their home floor. They're coming off of a loss versus San Juan. And so they are hungry as much as Muntinlupa is as well, having lost to Iloilo in Caloocan last week. Lawrence Victoria, with that injured toe of his, is only at 80% in terms of his conditioning. But that guy is feeling so good. Arrows up once more for Axel Inigo.
The start of the ball game, first make right away for Axel Inigo. And of course, we were talking about the impact of Lawrence Victoria. He was the one that created that play para kay Axel.
Axel Inigo shares that beautiful bow and arrow celebration with his Kuya Achi. And his explanation is the same. It's Jamal Murray. That's the reason. Wala siyang sinabing Hawkeye sa akin, so I'm gonna stick with that Denver Nuggets reference as Makoy Marcos was able to score for Muntinlupa. Here's Axel. With his parents watching him from the sideline as per usual. They give it up to Lawrence Victoria. He will shoot and miss. Ball tapped by Reverente. It's Axel again. That was too strong. Cuevas goes to Arenal. RJ. Now it's Jacob Galicia. Pinapalabas si Jasper. Cuevas for 3. Nope.
And so far, it's been a shootout. 3 of the first 4 attempts here in the first quarter have all been from the three-point line.
Let's see if Muntinlupa can take it inside. 4 on the shot clock. Arenal maneuvering and missing. Rebound Reverente. Don Reverente, by the way, in this season has been very consistent with his rebounding. In 20 games, only 2 times has he rebounded less than 6 in a game. So that's 6 plus rebounds in 18 games already for Don Reverente, who now just misfired.
We do know this guy has always been one of the best rebounders here in the league. Not the tallest, not the biggest, but his timing and his activity will always be very important in terms of rebounding.
He is number 9 in the league and rebounding so far at 8.6 per game. Galicia unable to score, rebound to Salenga. And here's Axel Inigo. Ahead to Don Reverente, 1-2, no foul, no basket.
Now, Pasay is now trying to outrun itong Muntinlupa, but we do know that Muntinlupa has one of the slowest paces here in the league. So if you do follow their pace, you are falling into the trap of the Muntinlupa Cagers. So Pasay has to be careful here on.
Muntinlupa averages the least amount of points scored in a game at 67 as Makoy Marcos continues to score. That is a good sign because Marcos only scored 6 points in the last 2 games combined.
Oh, he did struggle the past few games itong si Makoy Marcos, but we've been talking about him whole season long, the growth of his production here in the league. And of course, he is bound to go back to his usual scoring status. This may just be the ball game para dito kay Makoy Marcos.
Well, before his struggle in the past 2 outings, Makoy Marcos actually scored in double figures for 8 out of 10 games for Muntinlupa. He was quite consistent alongside the emergence of Alfred Flores. 4-3. Batak goes to Marcos. Makoy, swing it over. It's RJ Arenal. 3.5 minutes gone by. Jacob Galicia. Back to Arenal. RJ turning around and he misses. How about that putback by Warlo Batak?
Oh, this guy is very athletic. Very high potential guy in Warlo Batak. But one thing's for sure, this guy can jump off the bat and we just saw it via that offensive rebound.
He is the star of Bulacan State University after all. That's Warlo Batak. Now Warren Bonifacio, the former Mapuan, is fouled by the former heavy bomber and RJ Arenal.
It's actually one action we have not seen the whole night in the first 4 minutes. Warren Bonifacio getting that ball on the post, and he has been very effective whole season long, so we can expect na maraming touches sa mga kuha to si Warren Bonifacio.
At 6-3 now, almost halfway done in the first quarter. Axel Inigo driving behind the back, nice feed, Reverente, it's a turnover. Batak on the counter, Warlo, 1-2, sorry, miss on the layup. Muntinlupa with another try. Arenal, Batak, 4 on the shot clock. Did they know about it? Makoy Marcos will shoot. High looper, way off.
Very slow execution on the side of Muntinlupa on that last play. They were looking for an option down low, but it was denied by Pasay. So now they went on that staggered screen, pero masyadong mabagal ang movement ng Muntinlupa on that last play.
Oh, they do tend to use up their 24 seconds in their shot clock. That's how slow the pace is for these Cagers this season. But they have had 7 wins with that play style. It's Victoria attacking, and that's a feed straight onto
Who
Tick
else?
Boy again.
Dantik Boy!
He's been a target today.
Ako na ang natatakot para sa'yo, Tick.
Honestly, I'm not scared for our floor director. I'm scared for the TV beside him. You don't want to break an appliance. This is Lawrence Victoria firing and missing. Rebound, Reverente.
Pasay with a lot of turnovers down low to start this ball game. Pangalawa right away in 2 straight plays for the Voyagers.
Muntinlupa has Warlo Batak with the leather. Now it's Jasper Cuevas. 5 on the shot clock. Cuevas feeds Arenal. 3 seconds. RJ leans in. Not the best of shots. 24-second shot clock violation.
Talk about pace. There was no option in that offense. It tried to get everybody a touch of that ball, but still no possible shot para dito sa Muntinlupa Cagers.
They have a couple of substitutions. Errol Bongay and Alfred Flores are in with Gabe Capacio. It's Brian Hilario on the other end for Pasay checking in.
Both teams trying to add some offense on their executions.
6-3. Over halfway done already in the opening frame. It's a steal by McCoy and a breakaway layup.
Makoy Marcos, the leading scorer of the ball game. 6 of the 8 points of Muntinlupa in this first quarter ay galing dito kay Makoy Marcos.
The wake-up call is effective for McCoy in this game. Hilario could not answer back. Great effort by Salenga and they will keep possession. We're going to show you our fast break of the game brought to you by Sports Max, powered by Play Max, the official online entertainment partner of the MPBL. Win to the max. Makoy Marcos with this bucket has matched his total in the last 2 games.
You know,
6 points.
I really saw the frustration of Makoy Marcos in the past few games. This guy has slowly become one of the main guys in the offense of Muntinlupa. But in the last 2 games, almost non-existent. Itong si Makoy Marcos, only scoring 6 in total in the last 2 games. But good to see that he is back in shape. He has that confidence back, and he is now scoring 6 points in the first quarter of the game alone.
He tried to make it 8. Oh, that's gonna count. So it is gonna be 8. Now he has a chance to make it 9.
It's good to see the aggressiveness of Makoy Marcos is back in this ball game.
Good start for him. So it's one add to another for Makoy Marcos. Now it's our play of the game brought to you by Suzuki.
His dad one time playing for the UP Fighting Maroons way back, I think 2000 or 2001. J.R. Marcos played for my dad and my uncle for the UP Fighting Maroons.
Yun ang throwback para sa atin. Makoy, on the other hand, has been around from one school to another. He might have just found his new home in Muntinlupa, as now Joshua Ramirez has checked in. Josh, by the way, is taking on his former team. 11-5. Cyrus Tabi. 3 minutes and 20. Lawrence Victoria. It's Hilario. 7 on the shot clock. Lawrence trying to make some magic happen. A 3-pointer and the make.
Oh, that hesitation is just so deadly para dito kay Lawrence Victorias. He can drive, he can shoot, or he can pass that basketball. All the threats ay na kay Lawrence Victoria.
Justin Alano answering back quickly on the other end. We're back with Cyrus Tabi. They're down by 5. It's Paul Manalang open for 3 off the glass and in.
Might be 8:40 p.m. but the glass is open. Sorry, the bank is open para dito kay Paul Manalang getting that 3.
He was so happy to have made that shot. Had a smile on his face going down as now the ball went out of bounds and the crowd's favorite will check in. Shotgun, Elvin Chan. This 3-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Lawrence Victoria, the usual bailout guy for the Pasay Voyagers, back at it. And this guy has been so consistent that in the 21 games that he has played, he has scored in double figures 17 times.
And one of the few times that he will not go into double figures is their last game against San Juan. And we did see the struggle of Lawrence Victoria in that game. Could not make anything. But as you were saying, he was not 100% in that ball game.
It's a sprained toe for Lawrence Victoria. Cyrus Tabi making a 3-pointer from the corner, and the crowd is slowly but surely coming alive.
And this is a home game for a reason. Everybody helping out. The 6th man are making some noise with that basket by Cyrus Tabi. And now the score is 14-13 in favor of Pasay.
Presenting our Suzuki muscular and sporty fan of the game, just like the Avinis, 2 more and achieve more. The muscular and sporty scooter from Suzuki, the Avinis. Oras na para magmotor. Great to have her inside the Cuneta Astrodome. We are in Pasay City for the Voyagers, defending their home floor against the Muntinlupa Cagers. This is Mix Gomez at your service alongside Juanito, Gregorio, and Megan Cabrera. It's now 14-13. Off of that 3-pointer by Cyrus Tabi, Alfred Flores gives it up to Capasio, and he's called for a walk.
That hurts as a coach. You call a timeout to execute a play, and it turns into a turnover. So opportunity para dito sa Pasay to extend this lead to end the first quarter.
That was turnover number 4 for Muntinlupa, matching the tally of the Voyagers. Juan Bonifacio against Bongay, cross-court feed. It's Manalang attacking, layup, too strong. Sa kabila, Capasio, catch and shoot, No basket. Offensive rebound for the guy with the red headband in Dave Moralde. So he really is sticking with that fashion. It's Bongay who shoots. Short.
Nothing going for the side of Muntinlupa the past few possessions. After the substitution of McCoy Marcos, offense has been a struggle para dito sa Cagers.
Marcos has scored 9 out of the 13 points. Nice escape by Bonifacio.
The growth of his game, we are seeing it game by game by game. Pagaling pa ng pagaling itong si Warren Bonifacio, and the ceiling is just so high for this guy. I'm just so excited what more he can add to his game.
He actually had a couple of options to choose from in terms of teams in this season of the MPBL, but he told me that he just wanted to be coached by Marlon Martin. And so here he is, blossoming under his tutelage. Another thing for Warren Bonifacio is the fact that he has embraced the challenge of also being a leader for these Voyagers.
He made the right decision in playing para dito sa Pasay Voyagers. Number one, he gets the ball a lot. Number two, he is having the exposure of a lifetime. He is the star, he is the face, and he is getting a beautiful opportunity here, the Voyagers.
It's going to be a sideline inbound for the Muntinlupa Cagers. Bonifacio, by the way, already has sat down. Reverente will be checking in for him. And we have a review ongoing as to what happened in the previous sequence. It involved Paul Manalang as per my vision. And was it Gabe Capasio? We'll just wait for the replay for confirmation. Capasio, by the way, recently went up against his brother Gwyn in that Iloilo Muntinlupa game. Paul Manalang, let me see the schedule of Pasay. I'll have to confirm it later on, but he does have another brother as well here in the MPBL, in Philip Manalang.
Yes.
They do have actually another one in Peter Manalang. Maganda makita magharap yung mga yan. Philip plays for Paranaque. And the last time that we saw Peter Manalang, he was with Caloocan Batangcan Kalu. Okay, it's an unspo apparently.
I think it's going to be called on
The last foul of
Paul Manalang.
has upgraded to an unsportsmanlike foul.
So it was Alfred Flores who was the recipient of the contact. Ito po nangyari. Was it a chop?
There was a hit on the side of the head nitong si Alfred Flores. So probably hand chop, probably just a little hit on the neck area. So not very clear on our angle, but the referees reviewed it. And 2 free throws and ball possession para dito sa Cagers.
Buti na lang, matigas ang ulo ni Alfred Flores.
Panigurado.
Bahala na kayo on how you would receive that, as Flores is still okay and he will continue to play. It's 15-16. Here's Alfred. He saw an opening, a layup, no good. Out of time here, 17 seconds. Side of Stabby.
No need to rush para dito.
Melvin Chan shot the ball quickly. No basket. Offensive rebound. Sidos. 7 seconds. It's Reverente. Down to 4 seconds. Brian Hilario. Turning around. Hilario. Too strong. That could have brought the house down.
Oh, everybody was excited. Half spin to a fadeaway by Brian Hilario. Just would not go in. But still a good recovery by Pasay. After Muntinlupa leading early here in the first quarter, Pasay was able to recover and get the lead back to end this first quarter.
The Voyagers trailed by as many as 6 points in this game due to that guy, McCoy Marcos. 9 points to lead the way for these Cagers on the road. On the other end, of course, we can't forget about the leading scorer of the Pasay Voyagers in Lawrence Victoria. And his co-leading man in Warren Bonifacio, who again has scored in double figures in all of their home games so far. Let's see if he can continue his streak. This first quarter score is brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX. we present to you the immaculate home record of the Pasay Voyagers. And mind you, these are not easy opponents. We have to highlight the July 19 game. It was the first loss of the Quezon Huskers in the 6th season of the MPBL.
You know, I did not expect na ganito pala kalalakas yung mga tinalo ng Pasay Voyagers dito. Abra, Davao, Rizal, Iloilo, Quezon, Parañaque. These are all heavy teams who are inside the playoff picture here in the MPBL. But that is how strong the Pasay Voyagers are every time we play here in the Cuneta Astrodome.
Now we present to you our first quarter field goal story, a 5% differential in favor of the Voyagers, who again have been so comfortable here in their home floor. They do practice in this venue after all. They've hit 4 threes already. Elvin Chan against the zone of Muntinlupa. It's Paul Manalang. Bounce pass. Hilario. Mid-range.
Finally, he will be able to get that jumper to end the first quarter. He tried going for a jumper, just would not go in.
It's a steal by Elvin Chan. And everybody loves it. Cyrus Tabi bringing it down. Reverente trying to seal against Alano. Don Reverente. Baseline attack. He scores.
Slippery on the attack is Don Reverente. Alano trying to outmuscle itong si Don Reverente. But Don Reverente just knowing how to move even after that denial by Alano.
There's a man down. There was a man down for Pasay. Tabi is now able to recover. Dave Moralde attacks. He pushed over Elvin Chan. That doesn't happen every day. And when Elvin Chan goes flying, more often than not, it's going to be a call on you.
And Elvin Chan making 2 big stops on Dave Moralde. First the steal, now trying to cover that driving lane, getting that arm extension against Dimo. And it will end in success. 2 straight stops para dito kay Elvin Chan.
Here was the bucket of Don Reverente on his baseline drive. Reverente was silenced in their game versus San Juan. But before that, in back-to-back outings, he averaged 11 points and 14 rebounds. A nice stretch for these Voyagers. This is Elvin Chan backing down. Pound for pound, Elvin Chan. Oh, that's
elbow.
a charge.
That's an elbow. That's an obvious elbow on Elvin Chan. He actually already got the space if he wanted that reverse layup.
I actually thought he didn't need to go to the other side.
That's right. That's right.
He could have shot it straight up.
After that first bump, he already got enough space. Yeah.
Kaya na yan.
It's an elbow exactly on the stomach nitong si Ramirez, and he is a little shaken up.
It's an unspo. A gut check for Josh Ramirez.
It was a sportsman-like foul on number 14,
Elvin Chan. Staying animated.
Oh, this guy's a character. No, he might have the most fans dito sa Pasay, but every time he goes out and plays in other venues, he also has a lot of fans. Itong si Elvin Chan. He's an MPBL favorite, itong si Elvin.
He's the most deceiving guy in terms of when you see him walk outside, you wouldn't think that he's a basketball player. And yet here he is showing off. Ramirez just missed his first free throw. Again, he's feeling some extra motivation as he tries to show off against his former squad. He wasn't even used that much by these Voyagers at the start of the season.
Good opportunity para dito kay Josh Ramirez to troop over to a nearby neighbor in the Muntinlupa Cagers.
Here he is against Paul Manalang. Almost 2 minutes gone by in the second. Makoy Marcos, screen by Arenal. Marcos, where will he go? Matched up against Victoria. He lost him, and then he was able to surpass the help of Paul Manalang.
And that's how important Makoy Marcos is in the offense of Muntinlupa. Once he was taken out of the players inside the court, they really struggled offensively. But now that he's back, automatically they go to him on the post, giving them 2 and the foul.
That's 11 points in this game for Makoy Marcos. Let me see his efficiency. Makoy, unable to convert from the line. He's 5 out of 6 from the field.
57% on the field. On the free throw.
That's his season average. Makoy Marcos getting it back. A chance for them to tie or get the lead. A three-pointer for McCoy. No advantage for Muntinlupa. Rebound Bonifacio, and here's Cyrus Tabi. Tabi stopping and popping. That's good.
Osiris Tabi is better known as a defensive guy, but given the opportunity, this guy can score as well. A very good pull-up jumper para dito kay Cyrus.
That guy already has finals experience back in Season 4 with Zamboanga. McCoy Marcos bothered by Victoria. That's a steal. Pasay on the move. The trailer is Axel Inigo. He gives it up. Bonifacio shoots. Short. Rebound Reverente, but he pushed Flores. And that's the usual disadvantage when you're going up against a smaller guy in the interior.
Obvious push and extension galing dito kay Don Reverente. But let's watch this jumper first. Coming from Cyrus Tabi, seeing that his defender was off balance, went for the jumper, getting that too, getting the lead.
It is 22-18. You have a new guy checking in for the Pasay Voyagers. That's Miles Cañal. Last time I saw him, he was still with Mindoro before the pandemic.
Oh, very interesting. I have not heard that name in a long time.
Welcome back, Miles. He's running the course of the floor. Good challenge by Flores, but the ball went out of bounds. Jasper Cuevas now returns. Same goes for Jasper Salenga.
One of the few guys that scored in that game versus San Juan, it was Jasper Salenga. After Lawrence Victoria really struggled, Jasper Salenga at least was able to help out in that ballgame.
Salenga had 12 points on 4 out of 7 shooting from the field. Victoria stepping back. Feet work. Lawrence couldn't score. Rebound Cañal. Miles kicks it out. Bonifacio. Juanin has an open guy at the left side. He still lost his defenders.
We talk about his footwork, we talk about his post game, but this guy can put the ball on the floor, and he is showing how much progress he has in his game.
24 points now for Pasay and 18 points for Muntinlupa in this game. In terms of the tally of Juanin Bonifacio, he's up to 4. McCoy Marcos, that guy continuing to pile up his scoring. He's up to 13.
Might be a career game para dito kay McCoy Marcos. Might be his highest scoring output in a matter of 15 minutes in a ball game here in the MPBL.
Second quarter field goal story. Better for Pasay still. Bonifacio goes to Victoria. Lawrence attacking through the contact.
Just gotta love the patience itong si Lawrence Victoria. Never rushing anything, looking for the perfect opportunity in their offense.
This play of the game is brought to you by Suzuki, The Cross, The Sauce, and 2 points for Warren Bonifacio. Let's go to Megan.
Migs, sabi ni Warren Bonifacio that when he steps onto the court, labanan to ng pangarap. So una na dyan, pangarap to para sa Pasay and wanting to win for the city they represent. And we also have his personal dreams of a promising basketball career. So what we see from him and how he plays is how he used that chip on his shoulder after not being signed to the PBA to continue to improve and to show what he really has to offer. Migs and Coach Juanito.
He is another perfect inspiration to those players in the MPBL that the PBA is not just the only way for you in Philippine basketball.
That's right.
Much like Orlan Mamar, look at him now in our league as Bonifacio scores on the break.
Basketball will always be a staple here in the country, and although he did not get signed, here he is. As they say, the burnt toast theory, something happens, it's because something better will happen for you. And here is Warren Bonifacio proving to everyone that he is still one of the best talents here in the country.
6 points already for Warren. Joshua Ramirez on the other end has answered back. That's his first field goal. 28-22, Lawrence Victoria in and out. Rebound to Jasper Cuevas. Forward to Ramirez. Oh, that went to the wrong guy and Galicia had to stop the play. Present to you our fast break of the game, brought to you by Sports Max, powered by Playmax, the official online entertainment partner of the MPBL. Win to the max. Juan Bonifacio able to provide a couple of fast break points that ties up our tally in terms of fast break story for all for Pasay and Muntinlupa.
Not really the quickest of games, but because we, of course, are having another Muntinlupa game, we cannot expect a lot of running in this ball game.
It doesn't seem to be too slow, though,
No, it's
for
not,
a
it's not.
Muntinlupa game. We've seen slower games.
But you can never fall into the trap of Muntinlupa because if they control the pace, in the latter parts of the ball game, they have that ability to take the game away from you. So you have to make sure if you're going up against Muntinlupa, you have to be in control of the game.
There was a review as to whether or not the foul was actually an unspo.
Upon
And
review,
so,
the last
it is.
foul of Jacob Galicia has upgraded
Axel
to
Inigo,
an unsportsmanlike
Jamal Murray of
foul.
Pasay
His
will
second.
proceed to the free throw line.
That was,
Inigo, sorry.
that was already going to be a 4 versus 1. That's why I think kaya nila itatawag na unsportsmanlike. And there you go. The pull to prevent that fast break.
We're showing it here in the arena. Again, ipapakita na po natin sa ating viewers. Well, he also caught the arm. Ball was a bit further away. Inigo able to convert. I was about to say that Inigo, there you see his parents, by the way, at ang kanyang cardboard na muka. Inigo had 0 points versus San Juan. He was feeling under the weather. But before that, he had a stretch of 4 games when he was averaging 15.5 points per game and 5.5 assists. More importantly, he was 16 out of 31, more than 50% from downtown.
He's been a deadly shooter ever since. This guy is my batchmate. Once he was the number 2 talent in our batch in 2013. So we do know the capabilities of Axel Inigo. And here he is, back on the court, showing his talent here. 30-22 in favor of Pasay.
Let me first present to you the next 3 games of the Pasay Voyagers. They will take on Caloocan Batang Kankalu on August 20. On August 24, Kobe Bryant Day, it's Imos Agimat. And then on August 29, it will be the Marikina Shoe Masters for Coach Marlon Martin. But today is very important for these Voyagers because they are celebrating the birthday of Mayor Emmy Calixto Rubiano. Actually, they would want to give her a birthday present for tomorrow. So,
Right.
August 16 po ang birthday ni Mayor Emmy.
You know, one game I'm looking forward to is that next game of Pasay versus Caloocan. That's going to be Inigo versus Inigo.
Right.
Sa Axel versus Achi. So magpapanaan yung
Tama.
dalawa.
And I'm pretty sure that the Inigo clan will be present that day.
And I think that's
Last year, actually, it happened here. Dito sa Cuneta Astrodome, yung showdown ng dalawang magkapatid.
papadali ang buhay ng kanilang magulang. Isang game na lang ang
Tama.
pupuntahan, di ba?
Yeah, sometimes they have had to stay because they needed to watch 2 games.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, we have a challenge. Let's take a short break.
Upon review, the challenge made by Muntinlupa is successful.
It is a successful challenge for Coach Mixon Ramos. It was out of bounds, off of Miles Canyal. So Makoy Marcos is now getting ready to inbound, working with Jasper Cuevas at the backcourt. Second quarter field goal story. Pasay 50%, Muntinlupa 33%. The Voyagers are up by 8 points. They have outscored Muntinlupa by 7 in this frame. This is Makoy Marcos with 4 on the shot clock. Makoy to bail them out. No good. Rebound Bongay, challenged by Victoria. And you know, that's an underrated thing about Lawrence Victoria. He's one of our better rebounding guards in the MPBL.
That's right, that's right. We do highlight his passing, we do highlight his scoring. But in the averages, in the rebounding end, mataas-taas din itong si Lawrence Victoria. We do have to give him respect for that.
He has been playing like an all-star, much like Warren Bonifacio this season. Ball tapped away. That's a steal for the Cagers. And here's Makoy Marcos. Bounce pass to RJ Arenal. Ooh, it's
yes,
a charge on Bongay.
That's very clear. That's very clear. There was an overextension ni Errol Bongay to give space to his teammate. Very sharp eyes by the referee.
That's the first foul on Errol Bongay.
You see that push on the arm nitong si Errol Bongay.
Naipit itong si Jasper Salenga. Now we have a timeout. It is 30-22. Now we present to you the next 3 games of Muntinlupa. They will take on Abra, Negros, and Mindoro. So there will be playoff implications for their opponents moving forward. As for these Cagers, they are currently number 10. That's 3 games behind the Negros Muscovados. So kayang-kaya pa rin naman.
There is still a glimmer of hope para dito sa Cagers. You know, this team fights it out every ball game. You gotta credit the youth, you gotta credit the coaching staff, you gotta credit the culture nitong Muntinlupa Cagers.
That's a nice shot.
I have to say,
That was a nice shot.
I was gonna say,
I believe that's called the langgam shot. Correct me if I'm wrong, Direk, but we usually see those types of shots in volleyball.
There was a warning on Muntinlupa for delaying the game.
A warning to the Cagers. Coach Bixon Ramos, napakamot na lang ng ulo. He is the assistant coach to Louis Gonzalez in the JRU program. And there's the former Mapuan in Lawrence Victoria. We do have a lot of NCAA names here in the MPBL.
especially here in this ball game. It's like a mini JRU versus Mapua game. Lawrence Victoria, Warren Bonifacio. On the other end, the coaching staff, Errol Bongay, Jasper Cuevas.
Bongay, by the way, has transitioned into being an assistant coach in JRU. Same goes to RJ Arenal. Congratulations to them and best of luck as they are the mga kanang kamay ni Coach Louis Gonzalez.
Shout out, Coach Louis.
Ngayon, hindi ko alam kung gaano kadali maging assistant ni Coach Louis Gonzalez dahil intense yun eh. Detalyado talaga si Coach Louis.
I'm sure that he's different. Kasi nakakatawa yan sa broadcast eh.
Yes.
But I'm sure in the coaching world,
he is different.
He is very different.
I've watched him coach. Nakakatakot siya. It's like all friendship lost between me and him when I am watching him. As Flores misfires, rebound Ramirez. And now Josh stepped out of bounds.
No, offense has not been smooth para dito sa Muntinlupa Cagers. Besides McCoy Marcos, no one has been able to create offense para dito sa Cagers, and that is something they have to be able to answer entering the halftime huddle.
30-22, 3 minutes to go. Axel On to Victoria. 10 on the shot clock. Screen by Kanyal. Lawrence still at it. 1-2. He hung in the air for that shot.
He really has that body control to be able to create for a tough shot. But he just makes it look so easy. Pero ang hirap yung mga ganong tirada nito ni Lawrence Victoria.
I would actually describe it as, even as a viewer, parang napapagod ka para sa kanya.
Yes.
With the way he attacks. As Ramirez is able to convert from downtown, that's his second three. Then he ran onto a wall named Miles Kanyal. No foul called. We shall continue. Victoria blitzed. They go to Bonifacio. 10 on the shot clock. Axel Inigo almost lost space. Kanyal, 6 seconds. Miles. They go to Warren Bonifacio. 1 second. Bonifacio. Ooh, a sorry foul. That's
Just
right before the buzzer sounded.
Just a little too physical itong si Errol Bongay trying to close down on the lane of Warren Bonifacio. Watch this three first by Josh Ramirez on the play before. And on the next play, Warren Bonifacio attacking on the last 3 seconds. Almost a 24-second violation, but will be fouled by Errol Bongay on the last second.
First free throw is good for Warren Bonifacio. He has 7 points in this game. We're hearing some cheers from the crowd because Warren Cienes, a homegrown of Pasay, will be checking in momentarily.
Elvin Chan is only in second place in terms of
Yeah.
cheers. Warren Cienes pa rin po ang crowd favorite dito sa Cuneta Astrodome.
As for Warren Cienes, I hope you've watched J.R. Olegario this season. He should serve as inspiration for our homegrowns. Cienes will be defending Alfred Flores, who's a part of our marquee matchup against Lawrence Victoria. 34-25. This is Kevin Buenaflor, KB, as his younger teammates would call him. One of the 2 veterans remaining in this roster of Muntinlupa alongside Dave Moralbe. Flores, 5 on the shot clock. Alfred attacks. Flores, unable to score. And here's the counter. Cienes, forward to Axel. Bounce pass. Cienes, sorry, miss.
I've never seen a crowd so excited for a layup, but that is the love they have para dito kay Warren Cienes.
Imagine if he actually makes a 3-pointer later on. We'll have to wait and see. Under 80 seconds before halftime. 8 on the shot clock for Muntinlupa, and there is a foul away from the ball.
Holding foul number 3, Warren Cienes. That's his first. And that is the 14th foul across the Dodgers.
Pasay still not in penalty. One more foul before they enter the penalty.
Batak returns for Ramirez. Pasay has outscored Muntinlupa 18-10 in this frame. And Muntinlupa had the better start in this matchup. Arenal fading away. That was short. Rebound Cienes. Here's Axel. Inigo. Now going to Daniel Aguirre, who fires. Another Mapuan. No good. Flores. The trailer is Batak, soaring and scoring.
Good run through the lane. Itong si Warlo Batak. You have to run that trail lane because that is a terrific option on the early break. And Alfred Flores finding his teammate on the trail.
34-27. It's a turnover by Cienes. There's one guy up ahead. Arenal located beautifully. Great pass by Batak.
Good recognition as well by Arenal. As he saw, that was a 50-50 ball running towards that fast break. 4-0 run by Muntinlupa here.
Lead is 5. No more shot clock here. 14 seconds. Cienes goes to Aguirre. Daniel. Backdoor for Jasper Salenga.
What a beautiful pass. What a beautiful cut coming from Jasper Salenga for the 2.
This is to beat the buzzer. Just a bit short for Alfred Flores. And so we conclude our first 20 minutes of play with a 7-point advantage for the home squad.
May better end galing dito sa Muntinlupa. But so far, it's all been McCoy markers for the Muntinlupa Cagers and all the other guys still struggling. But on the side of Pasay, execution has been on point the past quarter. Their offense is slowly becoming a comfortable zone for them. And so far, they are in the comfortable lead as 36-29 in favor of the Voyagers.
This halftime score is brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX.
Still here at the Cuneta Astrodome, and we are still at the half of our main event of the evening, Muntinlupa Cagers versus your Pasay Voyagers. Kasama ko ngayon, Muntinlupa Team Manager Sir Vince Harder and Pasay Mayor Honorable Emmy Calixto Rubiano. Simula tayo sa inyo, Sir Vince. Sir Vince, Muntinlupa not too far behind. Ano pa sa tingin nyo ang mailalabas ng Muntinlupa for the second half para makahabol sa Pasay?
I think we just need to be consistent in our defense, no? Kasi knowing Pasay, hindi pa sila natatalo sa home court nila, no? So I think yun naman yung from the game preparation namin, yun talaga in-emphasize namin sa team na we have to be consistent in our defense and at the same time just run our usual offensive pattern. So I think ayun lang, mahaba pa naman may chance pa rin kaming maka-recover dito sa game na to.
Sir Vince, alam naman natin maraming support system sa Muntinlupa. Kung meron kayong mga gustong batiin, ito na yung chance nyo.
Sige ma'am. I would like to greet our city mayor, si Mayor Rufy Biason, aming major sponsor, ang Elberg and Agustea Ship Manning, owned by Captain Nicolo Terey and Mrs. Proserfina Terey. Our team owners also si Mr. Kaiser and Grace Galvez, Attorney Jemsy, Boss Aya Saicon, Perea Moto District, Bridgestone, Tito Rex, ang Maven Clothing, sa Smile 360 si Doc Mike Gonzalez, si Sir Nico, Sir Vince, and then lahat ng mga taga Muntinlupa, maraming salamat sa inyong suporta. Ganun din sa mga taga Pasay. And I also would like to greet my wife, si Dailin, ang children ko, Theodore and Via.
Maraming salamat po, Sir Vince. Now we move to Mayor Emmy. Mayor, first of all, advance happy birthday po. But, we have so much energy here, so much support coming from the people of Pasay. How are you enjoying the action so far? Lalo na, alam niyo ba, ang Pasay, one of only 2 teams undefeated on home court.
Well, good evening, everyone, and thank you for the greetings and well wishes. from you and from my constituents and friends. So of course, pagka meron kaming game, talaga naman, ako mismo, I see to it na in spite of my hectic schedule, talagang isusupport ko yan dito at ako po ay manonood. Dahil alam ko na pag nandito ang ating MPBL, talagang hindi lang ako, lahat halos ng mga mamamayan are rooting and cheering for Pasay Voyagers.
And we appreciate your support so much. At syempre, gusto ko rin itanong, ano ang naging impact ng pag-host ng MPBL, not just to, be a form of entertainment to the people of Pasay, but also to help inspire your sports program here in the city?
Oo, in Pasay, we really love basketball game. At dito, makikita nyo, in every corner of the streets, we have basketball games. And ito po yung sinusuportahan namin sa pamamagitan ng mga programs and projects. Like, we're giving trainings to the students and to all athletes also, community-based. Meron kaming sports program or sports clinic na ginagawa. And then, we really give allowances to athletes, even their coaches, and the equipment that they need, we also supply them. At syempre po, bilang patunay ng pambansang palaro, we got, I think, 38 gold, silver, and bronze medals. Kaya nakita namin na talagang ang aming mga kababayan na i-inspire na magkaroon ng mga sports program. At syempre, ang pinakamaganda dito, aside from having self-confidence, discipline, and sportsmanship, syempre, lahat kami say no to drugs. Ayan.
So we are also looking forward to more homegrown players. Pero Mayor, kung kanina kayo ang nabati, chance yun na rin na bumate para sa lahat ng fans at sumusuporta sa Pasay.
Sa lahat ng mga Pasayenyo, maraming salamat sa lahat ng suporta nyo sa mga programa ng ating lungsod, lalo na itong ating team, Pasay Voyagers. At nagpapasalamat ako sa Expedia Management Investment, My Pet Space Pet Hotel, LCR Waters, NCR Dental Clinic, and Tela Athletics na talagang sumusuporta sa aming team. Maraming salamat po, and let's enjoy watching the games of MPBL, lalo na ang game ng Pasay Voyagers.
Thank you so much. Best of luck to both of our teams. Our second half will resume shortly.
Halftime for Muntinlupa versus Pasay. The Cagers had a nice start in this game courtesy of Makoy Marcos, who's already in double figures. He's actually the lone guy in double digits in this game. But ever since the second half of the first quarter, ever since he was subbed out, it's been all the Voyagers.
That's right. Only Makoy Marcos has been creating beautiful music para dito sa Muntinlupa. And every time he is outside, they are struggling in their offense. You look at the numbers, it's been an inside-outside ball game. Pasay having the more efficient field goals right here at 43%. Also making more threes, 4 out of 12. But Muntinlupa is actually controlling the inside. They have 6 more points inside the paint. They also are having a little... Oh, sorry. Pasay has more points off turnovers, 9-7 here in this ball game. But, you know, they have to find a way in creating offense whenever Makoy Marcos is not inside. Yun ang nagiging problema nitong Cagers. So I am sure that is one of the things that they really focused on in the halftime huddle.
There you see the disparity in terms of scoring. Makoy has 13, Ramirez and Batak combined for 10. Alano has 2. On the other end for the Pasay Voyagers, it's been more balanced. Bonifacio has 8. Victoria and Tabi combined for 14. And Axel Inigo has 5 points. It's good that we mentioned the turnover story in this game. After all, Pasay takes good care of the ball, best in the MPBL. They only average 12 turnovers per game. And it's good that it's not just about them taking care of the ball, but them capitalizing on the turnovers of their opponent. We begin the third frame here inside the Cuneta Astrodome. This is Mix Gomez at your service alongside Juanito Gregorio and Megan Cabrera. It's 36-29. Jasper Salenga bounces it off to Warren Bonifacio. Backing down against Arenal. 5 on the shot clock. Bonifacio in trouble. They go to Reverente with a leaner. Too strong. That's 24 for the Pasay Voyagers.
And good defense to start the third quarter para dito sa Muntinlupa Cagers. That was good. Single coverage, not even needing some help side coming from the Cagers. And that's a terrific way to start the quarter.
Muntinlupa, you mentioned in the first half that they do like the low-scoring game. They do average 67 per game, but this is not even on pace to reach it. So it's even slower and lower for these Cagers. And now they turn the ball over.
Now, defense has been the name of the game for both squads here in this ball game. They've been trying to outreach the system of each other. And so far, nanalo lang ang Pasay just by 7 points here in this game.
This is Lawrence Victoria finding an opening. Basket and 1.
No stopping Lawrence Victoria on that driving lane. You also have to credit the screen set by Warren Bonifacio to give him a wide open lane. Let's look at that again. Off the screen, naipit ang defender. Clear lane for Lawrence Victoria.
He's only at 80% for today. That's with a sprained toe for Lawrence Victoria. Unable to score from the free throw line though. Lead is 9. Makoy Marcos in trouble against Jasper Salenga. Salenga is one of the better defenders in the perimeter for the Voyagers. Warlo Batak, 5 on the shot clock. Screen by Arenal. Batak attacking. Warlo escapes. No basket. Galicia with a putback.
Same story. Muntinlupa is controlling the inside.
Takbo sa kabila. Lawrence Victoria able to give it up to Bonifacio. It's Axel who fakes. Salenga. Out of time here for Pasay. Warren will shoot. In and out. Rebound. And that's a gimme for Jasper.
No white shirt to box out. Itong si Jasper Salenga left all alone for that offensive rebound. Wide open is Jasper.
Pasay continuing to look good on their home floor. Almost 2 minutes gone by in the third. Hand off to Makoy. Marcos, a three-pointer. In and out. Rebound, Batak. Great anticipation by Victoria. And off of his steal, Victoria will bring that ball down. Lawrence Victoria, the 9th most used player in the MPBL, giving it up to the most used player in the MPBL, Warren Bonifacio. No foul there. Bonifacio recovers. Still no good.
Very physical ball game we are having here, but all clean defense. It's gonna be another stop out of these Cagers.
This is Jasper Cuevas. Marcos attacking. He drew the contact.
On every offense nitong Muntinlupa, they're always going to McCoy Marcos. But now, Pasay is adjusting. They're closing down McCoy Marcos. No easy shots. They put a better defender in Jasper Salenga. Kaya medyo mas hirap itong si McCoy Marcos. The question is, who is next in line para dito sa Muntinlupa Cagers to try and help McCoy Marcos to mount his comeback?
And as much as McCoy would want other people to contribute for the Cagers, even he was able to hear from a veteran, Jacob Galicia, at halftime as Marcos makes a three-pointer. Galicia was so intent in talking to him, asking him to make better reads on the floor. That is a part of his growth, after all, in the MPBL.
And those are the things that he needs for him to eventually really grow as a player. And here he makes the three.
Now there's a foul called on the vet on the other end.
One guy I'm not seeing for Pasay who has not played is AJ Coronel. So maybe let's try and get a report on his injury status here in this game.
This three-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances, McCoy Marcos. If AJ was playing, he could have been defending McCoy Marcos.
That's right. So it's Don Reverente playing the 4. And then they're switching it up from Hilario to a lot of different guys. But usually it's Reverente and Coronel magpapalitan dyan sa 4 position.
41-34. Galicia. Alano giving it up to Jasper Cuevas. Attacking. Jasper, lefty layup.
What a tough layup. That was little space to operate pero nagawa ng paraan ni Jasper Cuevas for that left-hand finish.
Back with Pasay. It's only a 5-point game. This is absolutely manageable for the Cagers. Bonifacio backing down. He turns around. Nice fake. No bounce though for him.
$1 million move, 50-cent finish. That could have been a nice up and under move para kay Warren.
Justin Alano. Now it's McCoy Marcos. Pinapalabas si Gabe Capacio. Gabe pulls up. That looked good.
That's specialty of the house. Galing dito kay Gabe Capacio from high school all the way to the MPBL. That mid-range game of Gabe Capacio will always be a specialty.
First 2 points for Gabe Capacio in this outing. He only had 2 as well versus his brother Gwyn in that Iloilo matchup. That's a foul to stop the break. Inigo getting contact with McCoy Marcos.
Watch that again. Gabe Capacio off that staggered screen, giving him enough space to operate. One dribble pull-up. That is Gabe Capacio for everybody.
He's been wanting to show us that he can be more aggressive after being bothered by injuries lately. Capacio now inbounds. This is McCoy Marcos barging through, and that's a charge.
Jasper Salenga has been doing a wonderful job dito kay McCoy Marcos. Nothing easy going here in this quarter. The only 3 points of McCoy Marcos had to come off a screen, but individually, he's been playing terrific defense dito kay McCoy.
To be quite honest with you, that's why I haven't been feeling the absence of AJ Coronel, because Salenga has been playing well among others.
I think they're going to challenge this call.
It is 41-38, and if you're Muntinlupa, you'd also want to protect McCoy Marcos from fouling out in this game.
The challenge made by Muntinlupa is unsuccessful. Offensive foul on McCoy Marcos.
That's going to be foul number 2 for McCoy Marcos in this game. Let's see his push. Great feet work by Jasper Salenga, who by the way is used to defending Lawrence Victoria in their practices. So he's battle tested, much like how Don Ochea has developed his defense because of Jerome Lastimosa in Adamson. Cyrus Tabi dancing, still at it. Up top they go, Reverente. Now he drives, Reverente spins. Ooh, some contact to the face of Gabe Capascio, no call, and the ball went out of bounds.
Mukhang tinamaan sa mukha itong si Gabe Capascio. He's a little shaken up here, but he seems okay and will continue to play on.
Let's see the replay.
Oh, there. That left wrist straight to the nose of Gabe Capascio. Nothing serious naman para ito kay Gabe.
No, he's not bleeding. Not like our floor director, Tikboy. 41 to 38. Under 5 minutes in the third. This is Jasper Cuevas. The bounce. Galicia pulls up. That's good.
It's a tough shot. That was a hand on his face. Pero na-shoot pa rin ni Jacob Galicia.
Hilario on the other end. Touchdown.
A quick answer by Hilario. He was the one defending that shot of Galicia. Galicia went down. So right away, tinakbo ni Hilario to get that easy 2.
4 points in this game for the former MVP. Two-time at that back in his collegiate days. This is Makoy Marcos. Pulling up and missing. Rebound Hilario.
And once again, you gotta commend the individual defense by Jasper Salenga.
2-on-1. Great effort by Makoy.
Not only doing the scoring para sa Muntinlupa, also defending and preventing that fast break is McCoy Marcos, doing everything for the Cagers here in this ball game.
Now, it's a turnover. Jasper Cuevas ahead. Galicia. That trims the lead down to 1.
Now that is one guy that they need to be able to step up. McCoy Marcos has been struggling here in the third quarter, but Jacob Galicia is quick to answer to be able to help the Cagers.
A spinaroo by Brian Hilario.
Wow, that's a beauty. And now the sixth man, the crowd is engaged with a beautiful spin move by Hilario.
This is instant offense from the bench. He's also one of the reasons why Pasay hasn't missed AJ Coronel so much in this game. As the backup power forward, Makoy Marcos, that bounces in. He has 19.
Everywhere McCoy Marcos is working here in this ball game, now showing that he can also extend his range to the three-point line. That's the second three of McCoy Marcos here in this quarter.
Marcos 19 points off of only scoring 6 in his last 2 games. I asked him if there's actually pressure or if it's on his mind. He said, nope, I'll just keep on playing. And he's looking good, same as Gabe Capascio.
And there he is, making that play once again is McCoy Marcos, finding a cutting Gabe Capascio through the middle. You just gotta be happy para dito kay McCoy Marcos, doing everything his team needs.
This fast break of the game is brought to you by Sports Max, powered by PlayMax, the official online entertainment partner of the MPBL. Win to the max. The Muntinlupa Cagers now have the advantage in this game, 47 to 45. How about them giving us a nice push in the third quarter? They have a timeout.
Nasa third quarter pa rin tayo ng Muntinlupa kontra Pasay. And at the half, lamang nga ang Muntinlupa sa rebounds. But Coach Alex Calweg says it was not translating to offense. Ang gusto nga niya sa second half ay kailangan nila mahanap ang kanilang mga tira because they have to do it fast dahil nung first half nga, ang tendency nila ay maubusan ng oras. Sabi niya, ang decision making ay nasa players. So, they have to ignite their quick wits on the court. Megs and Coach Juanito.
Thank you, Megan. Let's see if that formula can work out for Muntinlupa moving forward. But so far in this third frame, mukhang okay naman. So check mark para kay Coach Alex Calweng, who is another assistant coach, Rui Gonzalez, alongside Coach Mixon Ramos. This team practically has two head coaches, by the way, Alex and Mixon. Scoring in this quarter, 18-9. Make it 18-11.
Gotta credit the point guard for finding his big man inside. Warren Bonifacio going to the right spot.
Play it quick. That's what we have to observe about these Cagers. Marcos going to Flores. Shot clock winding down. Oh, nice block by Cyrus Stabby. A chance to get the lead back. Lawrence Victoria, no good on his layup. Rebound to Pasay. Victoria will now score.
Cyrus Stabby, that is what he got known for. Playing terrific individual defense. Starting off with the block, ending it with a tap to his teammate.
Advantage back with the Voyagers. 95 seconds in the third. Errol Bongay. Shooting and missing. Rebound, Tabi. Forward, Paul Manalang. Attacking, and he got fouled. I thought he was going to shoot the three already.
He got one boarded three off the left wing earlier in the second quarter. But let's watch this again. Cyrus Stabby tapping the ball to his teammate dito kay Lawrence Victoria. And then just being too long, too strong against Alfred Flores. Getting the lead back para sa Pasay.
Paul Manalang at the free throw line, the former captain of the USD Growling Tigers. And there's AJ Coronel. Suited up, but he hasn't played in this game.
The props to everyone filling in his role. Hilario's been playing terrific. Jasper Salenga's been playing terrific. So he is missed, but also credit to everybody stepping up in lieu of probably an injured or sick AJ Coronel.
51-47. This is Warlo Batak. On to Alfred Flores. Ball tapped away by Hilario. Sideline inbound for Batak. This is RJ Arenal. Capasio. Errol Bongay against Hilario. Back to RJ. 4 seconds. 1 second. The leaner for Flores. No good.
Alfred Flores still 0 here in this ball game. We're not used to seeing him not scoring a lot. But it's been a struggle para dito kay Alfred. But props to Warlo Batak for getting that second chance point.
Flores only has 2 points on 0 out of 7 shooting. So they're still melting the clock. Well, maybe not intentionally at that, but they're able to do other things to keep up with the Pasay Voyagers. Victoria trying to lose his defender again. It looks so tiring just watching
That's
Lawrence
right.
Victoria.
He's not doing it as quick. He's not that explosive. Pero yung mga angulo nito ni Lawrence Victoria is so hard to teach. That's why it looks so tiring. Ito anong ginagawa natin Lawrence Victoria.
And what's important is he's not tired. He can continue playing as Errol Bongay was fouled by Bonifacio. That's going to be number 1 on Warren.
One adjustment Pasay is doing, they're switching everything. Here in the third quarter, even a big to small screen, they're still switching it. So it gets harder for the execution of Muntinlupa because there is always a man in front of either player.
Diyan papasok ang reading ng Muntinlupa Cagers offensively. Ang tinutukoy ni Megan Satet from Coach Alex Calweng. Well, that decision was totally worth it as Makoy Marcos was able to beat the buzzer. Our referees will still check it.
Yeah, that looked good though. That looked good.
And if this would count,
That's actually wonderful execution, especially not coming off a timeout.
ooh, it's close. These or that bucket could make him reach 21 points. We'll give our referees time to decide on it.
Let's watch this again. 1 second left.
Malabo. Malabo.
So close.
But again, it's not up to us. You know, mag-zero na eh.
It's gonna be a big call because you can enter the quarter like a fresh game at 51 all if this will count.
Our referees are looking tighter and tighter as they gathered upon themselves with a screen. Okay, it's not gonna count. These highlights of the game are brought to you by Sip Plus, the official hydration partner of the MPBL. Elevate your hydration. We're featuring a lot of highlights with Makoy Marcos involved for the Cagers.
He's been the biggest guy para dito sa Cagers. He's been the face the whole game, doing the scoring, doing the defense, doing the execution. But of course, on the other side, Lawrence Victoria has been a star as well para dito sa Pasay Voyagers. So we are entering a tight ball game in this one.
Those two lead the way in scoring. Marcos with 19, Victoria with 11, although he's tied with Warren Bonifacio at 11 points. This third quarter score is brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX. So we shall update our player matchup in terms of their numbers. Alfred Flores hasn't found his groove in today's outing. 0 out of 7 compared to the 4 out of 10 of Lawrence Victoria. Megan actually gave us the information that Alfred Flores, something happened to him. It's not really that good. May pumasok mo na langgam sa kanyang mata. And as I say that, he just scored. Good for you, Alfred. That's why it's been red all night long.
He's been struggling to see. Kitang-kita natin actually when we saw it close, it's really red itong mata ni Alfred Flores. But still, right away, he gets that bucket right there to tie the ball game. See the quarter scorings right here. First 2 quarters controlled by Pasay, but in the third, a much quicker pace para dito sa Muntinlupa for them to be able to mount a comeback 20-14 in favor of Pasay.
Good strip there by RJ Arenal, but it's recovered by Cyrus Tabi. Bonifacio now spinning and missing. Bonifacio's shooting has been quite interesting as well. It's only 4 out of 12.
He's actually struggling inside. The bigs of Muntinlupa is standing their ground individually. Itong si Bongay at si Arenal against Warren Bonifacio.
Alfred Flores back at it with that red eye. Flores stepping back for 3. Off to the right. Rebound Bonifacio.
There's one guy that needs to step up, especially now that McCoy Marcos is taking a quick rest on the bench. Alfred Flores needs to take over para dito sa Cagers.
Here's Warren. Mid-range. Yes.
Finally something different. He's been trying to attack inside itong si Warren Bonifacio. But so far, he has missed the last 3 attempts on the inside. So now trying something new. It works para dito kay Warren Bonifacio.
Lead back with Pasay. RJ Arenal bounces to Errol Bongay. That was stripped. Recovery for Batak. Napaganda pa para sa Muntinlupa.
Warlo Batak silently has 8 points and 4 rebounds already in this ball game. This is one guy that will not dribble the ball as much but will always go to spaces where he can get points. Kitang-kita natin. It was down under 5 pink shirts, but it's Warlo Batak that will be getting that basketball.
Here's the bonus for Mr. Batak himself. Having played 11 minutes so far in this game. That's a miss. Rebound Bonifacio was hit by his teammate. But he's good to go. And here's Axel Inigo. Trying to channel his inner Jamal Murray. Bounce pass onto Reverente. It's Cyrus Tabi. Sorry, miss. Reverente inside. That was a tough angle.
Too deep, no problem para dito kay Don Reverente.
For exchanging baskets. Man down, charge.
It was not the best angle for a screen. So gustong habulin ni Galicia yung screen on that last play. That's why it will be called a charge there.
Pabalik dito si Jasper Salenga. So this is the starting 5 for Coach Marlon Martin. On the other end, it's Justin Alano returning for Coach Mixon Ramos. He replaces Jacob Galicia. Alano is a returning player for Muntinlupa. He played for this franchise back in Season 4. Oh, he held on to Reverente. Offensive rebounding, we're seeing it on our screen. 14-11.
That's one of the reasons why Muntinlupa is in the mix of things. Because of that offensive rebounding.
Second chance scoring, 10-8. In terms of overall rebounds, we've seen 32 already from the Cagers in this game. They have out-rebounded Pasay by 7. That is really good because Muntinlupa is supposedly 3rd to the last in the league in rebounding. They average 40.
Muntinlupa is not the tallest team in the league. You just have a lot of active guys, but of course in the league, height is still might. That's why we saw Greg Slaughter earlier in the second game control the rebounding end.
Turnover story, 14-12. So that matches Pasay's season average already. A miss by Arenal. Here's Lawrence Victoria. They have numbers. Salenga feeds. Bonifacio will finish.
Good teamwork by all 3 pink shirts running that break. 3 versus 1, sharing the basketball. Easy layup para dito sa Pasay.
It's 57-54 now. We're back with Alfred Flores. Now Alfred decides to shoot, and he's fouled as well. He counted as if he's Stephen Curry, his idol.
Good fake handoff para dito kay Alfred Flores. Of course, all of the eyes of Pasay are on McCoy Marcos, and he saw an opportunity to fake it. Went left. He was wide open for a time, enough for him to get that release. Late closeout dito kay Axel. Foul counted for Alfred Flores.
It's as if he saved all of his energy for the 4th quarter. I did ask him if he's, or how he's bothered by that eye, and he said he can't fully see.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, biglang close game na ang ating individual matchup. Ito si Alfred Flores and Lawrence Victoria.
8 on the shot clock. Bonifacio feeds. Great read by Marcos.
Great interior defense as well para dito sa Muntinlupa. All 5 white shirts really closed down on Warren Bonifacio.
First, we present to you our play of the game, brought to you by Suzuki. Jasper Salenga feeding it onto Warren Bonifacio. There's the big man staying consistent for Pasay, and as Flores attacks, he scores, and we turn you over to Megan.
Migs, Jasper Salenga shares that the void Patrick Sleet left in Pasay was something they really felt in the team. Di nga lang raw mga wing players ang nag-step up, kundi buong team yon. Kaya rin sumabay ang personal performance niya. Pero sabi rin ni Jasper that with these challenges and even through tough losses, ang maganda sa Pasay, mabilis silang mag-recover. Kwento nga niya, pagkatapos ng laro laban sa San Juan Knights, pauwi pa lang daw sila, pinag-uusapan na nila where they fell short and how they intend to improve. And a little update on AJ Coronel. Good news is, wala siyang injury, but just like other teams and other players, natamaan nga siya ng flu bug. Overall, just not feeling well tonight. Megs and Coach Juanito.
Thank you, Megan. Get well soon to AJ Coronel. Would also fit in that role left by Patrick Sleet. Although Patrick was just big time for the Pasay Voyagers as one of the best scorers in the league. That is Flores misfiring. It's a heat check for him after his highlight with a layup.
Fourth quarter has been all Alfred Flores para dito sa Muntinlupa Cagers.
They do have a chance to get their biggest win of the season. Will this be the first home loss of the Pasay Voyagers? And it would just be ironic because they've defeated teams with better records in this venue. Marcos will shoot. In and out, rebound, Justin Alano. He turns around and misses. Makoy, no cleanup. And now there's a foul. It's on Alano.
Sorry, miss para kay Makoy Marcos. He was the only one up top. That's why you see the frustration in the eyes of Makoy. Could have extended this lead to 5.
Marlo Batak will now return in the game with 5.5 minutes to go. Same goes for Jasper Cuevas. That's interesting. Flores will sit down. I wonder if he's going to return later on.
I'm sure that's going to be just a very quick rest para dito kay Alfred Flores. Probably expect him back in 1 to 2 minutes.
This is Lawrence Victoria using the screen of Kanyal. Miles, no foul, but there's the bucket.
Textbook pick and roll action from Miles Kanyal and Lawrence Victoria. They saw an opportunity in the size and they were able to maximize it.
It is 62-61. Halfway done in the 4th and final frame. Jasper Cuevas getting it back. He will fire. No good. Rebound, Victoria. And here come the Voyagers. Their 6th man has come alive. Jasper Salenga. No good. Rebound onto Arenal. 3 men down. Makoy Marcos is fouled. And it's initially an unspo.
I think they will review this. Lawrence Victoria saying that he was going for the ball, just wanted a strong, hard foul. Makoy Marcos a little shaken up, but he seems okay here on the baseline. Malas nga naman, nahulugan pa siya ng ating Zip Plus na cardboard.
It's been that kind of a day for us. A lot of things happening by the sideline, the baseline as well. Makoy Marcos has done a splendid job. He has 19, 6, and 5 as his numbers. There's the foul by Lawrence Victoria. Referees reviewing it as of this moment.
It's going to be a big call. We are entering the final 4 minutes and 40. The last possession could have been a chance para sa Pasay to get the lead back. It's going to be a miss for Jasper Salenga, an opportunity to run for Makoy Marcos. So this call can make or break this game. This can extend the lead of Muntinlupa to a few possessions.
We're letting our referees decide on it. The Voyagers are 7-0 inside the Cuneta Astrodome. They're taking on the Muntinlupa Cagers. Record-wise, Muntinlupa is the lowest team in the standings that they're going up against here on their home floor. Cagers are at 7-14 in the South Division. Let's see the standings. They're chasing Negros, which is at 11-13. As for the Pasay Voyagers, they're part of the very deep North Division. Just a half
It's a mandatory
game
substitution
behind
for Makoy
the Abra
Marcos.
Weavers for that number 5 slot. Now there's a mandatory substitution for Makoy Marcos. And it does seem like the Unspo will hold up. Now, Muntinlupa has a chance to select its best free throw shooter currently at the bench. It's going to be Alfred Flores who will shoot the gimmies.
Quality rest para dito kay Alfred Flores with the stoppage we had. That is a little extended rest para dito kay Alfred. Now expect Makoy Marcos not to sit down long as well. And this fourth quarter has been all Alfred Flores. And just to remind everybody, he is not 100%. And that may be one of the reasons why he missed that free throw.
He's now 4 out of 5. His first missed free throw for tonight. Alfred Flores is number 1 in the MPBL in free throw shooting at 85% among volume free throw shooters. He went 1 out of 2. They have a 2-point advantage. And it will be a sideline inbound for the Cagers. 4 minutes and 40. Flores goes to Batak. Risky pass there. Another chance for Muntinlupa. Tougher angle here for Flores. Up top they go. It is almost a steal. Arenal going to Cuevas. Back to RJ. Given space. No good. And that's off of Warlo Batak.
And if you're Pasay, that is the shot you want. Give it to the guy who shoots the least, and that is Ryan Arenal on that offensive side. That's going to be a good stop para dito sa Pasay.
The Voyagers have a chance to tie this game up or get the lead with a 3-pointer. But now Errol Bongay checks in. Bongay has been relatively quiet in this game. 0 points, 3 rebounds. And I had to say that because in the last 4 outings of Muntinlupa, his averages were 13 points and 9 rebounds per game. Almost a double-double. Cyrus Tabi. Met by Flores. They go to Kanyal. 10 on the shot clock. Lawrence Victoria against Warlo Bata. 6 seconds. Good help by Muntinlupa. It is a traveling violation.
That's a good double on Lawrence Victoria. No other options but to really slip out. That's a quick blitz. No option. Turnover para dito kay Lawrence. They are struggling in the last few minutes of the game.
Jasper Cuevas will bring it down. They go to Flores against Cyrus Tabi. Man down, no foul. 12 on the shot clock. Flores still at it. Alfred, where will he go? It's Jasper Cuevas. A fall and a turnover. Pasay on the move. 4 on 2. Victoria all the way. No good. Offensive rebound. And the ball went out of bounds in favor of the home squad.
Still an opportunity para dito sa Pasay to tie or get the lead here in this next possession. They'll be putting in a shooter in actually Nigo. Pero sayang yung huling fast break na yun because that was 4 versus 1 for the Pasay Voyagers.
Now Makoy Marcos returns for Jasper Cuevas. Cyrus Tabi will inbound. They go to Bonifacio. Warren, back to Cyrus. Oh, what a bucket by Cyrus Tabi.
Good defense, better offense para dito kay Cyrus Tabi. That was tough and well defended by Errol Bongay, but he just had enough body language for them to get that shot up.
63 all. That was the 21st assist of the Pasay Voyagers in this game. Galicia shoots. That's good.
Mid-range specialist para dito sa Muntinlupa Cagers. He's had a lot of those the whole season. You cannot leave him alone. Itong si Brian Galicia.
65-63, Cyrus Tabi back at it. Tabi saw an opening. Now he gives it up to Kanyal. 8 seconds. Where will they go? They don't have Lawrence Victoria. 4 seconds. Cyrus Tabi. Back-to-back buckets.
Not the usual offensive weapon para dito sa Pasay, but Cyrus Tabi is heating up here in the fourth quarter.
That's a total of 9 points in this game for Cyrus Tabi. He also has 5 rebounds and 4 assists. Almost a steal. That's a foul on Cyrus. And that would mean free throws already for Alfred Flores. Let's see the replay. Cyrus Tabi channeling his inner JC Marcelino. That was his teammate and MVP back in Season 4 with Zamboanga. Who would have thought that he would be the guy delivering the goods for the Voyagers?
No Lawrence Victoria in the past few minutes para dito sa Pasay. Someone had to do the scoring load. And yes, it's Cyrus Tabi here in the fourth quarter.
Flores increasing the lead once more. He's been Mr. Fourth Quarter for the Muntinlupa Cagers. Alfred has 16 points, 14 in the second half. This is Warren Bonifacio. Backing down, 6 on the shot clock. Bonifacio, 2 free throws.
And now they'll be going to Warren Bonifacio on the post and try and capitalize on that size mismatch against Errol Bongay. He's probably a good 2 inches taller, but you cannot go on those one-on-one each and every time. Here in the end game, you need other guys to step up as well. Expecting a few minutes, pabalik na rin itong si Lawrence Victoria.
This free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. The first is good for Warren Bonifacio. He's at 4 out of 5 today in terms of his free throw shooting. And again, this is the evening of the birthday, or before the birthday of Mayor Emmy Calixto Rubiano. They would want to give her a birthday gift. A miss by Warren. And we're back with the Cagers. 67-66. Muntinlupa looking for their biggest win in their campaign. These last 2 minutes are brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending GameX, and there's another foul. 2 more free throws for Flores.
Something they did not want, just an overextension of the hip nitong si Don Reverente. They'll be challenging this. Coach Marlon Martin is pretty sure that there was no foul on this last possession.
(67-66). We have 2 timeouts remaining for each coach. But again, if this would be unsuccessful, that's 1 less timeout for Coach Marlon Martin. That's why he's using this to maximize his board. Speaking with his 5 on the floor. Same goes for Coach Mixon Ramos. Pasay's immaculate record at home is at stake, 7-0. And mind you, a single loss in the North Division would mean a lot for these Voyagers. They do have Rizal on their tail, Caloocan as well, and we can't forget about Valenzuela.
The challenge
at number
made
9.
by Pasay Voyagers is unsuccessful.
It is unsuccessful.
Clear foul galing dito kay Don Reverente. Let's watch that again off the screen. He wanted to go for the blitz. But after attacking, no lane was given para dito kay Alfred Flores. Clear foul on Don.
2 more free throws for Alfred Flores. He's 7 out of 8 tonight. Make it 8 out of 9.
Calm and composed. This guy might be young, but in the end game, he has enough composure to be able to hold that basketball.
Well, he is the season MVP after all of ICC for Coach Augie Gumatay. Torres able to convert. Now Lawrence Victoria will return. He will replace Jasper Salenga. So it's 4 starters plus Cyrus Tabi for the Voyagers. On the other end, it's Makoy Marcos with Alfred Flores, Gabe Capasio, Jacob Galicia, and Errol Bongay playing defense. A 1-possession game here in Pasay. Reverente. Tabi, they go down low. Bonifacio against Bongay. Warren, couple of fakes. It's Inigo with 6 to work with. Axel still at it. Pass inside, nice feed. Cyrus Tabi scores again.
What a wonderful find galing dito kay Axel Inigo. All white shirts were up top, but Axel Inigo finds that one pink shirt open on the inside.
That's a total of 13 points for Cyrus Tabi, 6 in this quarter. Flores on the other end, no good on his layup. And here come the Voyagers. A chance to get the lead back. Tabi goes to Inigo, arrows up, short, rebound Reverente. How about the hard work from that guy, but he threw it onto the wrong man, and it's going to be a breakaway layup for Makoy Marcos.
Oh, that will hurt itong si Pasay. Offensive rebound, 5 versus 4, but they threw it to the wrong guy, and that will leave Makoy Marcos wide open on that fast break.
The lead is back up to 3, 71-68 with under a minute to go. And this would be the final timeout for Coach Marlon Martin. Here was the feed first by Axel Inigo. Go look at that. Onto Cyrus Tabi. But in the next sequence, they weren't able to get themselves a good shot because of this steal by Gabe Capasio. And up ahead, it was way too easy for Makoy Marcos.
Credit Gabe Capasio for reading that passing lane, giving it up to Makoy Marcos for that wide open layup. That is huge for them to extend this lead to 3 in the last 57 seconds of the ball game.
Makoy Marcos now has 21 points on 9 out of 17 shooting in this game. 6 rebounds and 6 assists as well for him. What a way to bounce back after struggling in their last 2 outings. Alfred Flores has come alive, coming off the bench in this game, scoring in double figures in this quarter alone for the Muntinlupa Cagers, even with a red eye. A total of 18 for Alfred. On the other end for the Pasay Voyagers, their leading scorer is that man. Warren Bonifacio has 18, although he has missed 10 shots, only making 7. Don Reverente committed the turnover for Pasay, even though he just got his 8th rebound, 6 from the offensive glass, but only 4 points for Don. Timeouts remaining, 2-0 in favor of Muntinlupa. Sideline inbound for Cyrus Tabi. He's been the hero for Pasay. Tabi gets it. They go to Axel. Back to Cyrus. Down by 3. Inigo. 3 seconds. Reverente. Bonifacio in trouble. That's a turnover.
Defensive game plan on point for Coach Nixon and Coach Alex Kaluing on that last play. There was a mini zone and also a denial on Lawrence Victoria. And what a game plan on that last play.
They're on the verge of getting their biggest win of the season, talking about the Muntinlupa Cagers, but we are far from over. It is 71-68 with 43 seconds remaining.
Still a lot of basketball to be played dito sa ating game. You can never count out Pasay, especially because we're playing in the Cuneta Astrodome.
Capasio inbounds. Looking for a teammate. And that is a steal. Good defense by the Voyagers. Cyrus Tabi almost lost it. The trailer is Bonifacio for the tie. Yes, sir!
Turnover, 2-3. And the crowd comes alive here in the Cuneta Astrodome. A good denial on the full court pressure. No option for Gabe but to toss it up and give it up. And quick hands by Pasay. Quick shot by Warren Bonifacio. We are in a tight one here in the Cuneta Astrodome.
That's the first 3-pointer in this game for Warren Bonifacio out of 2 tries. He's up to 21 points. 1 away from his season high of 22, which he scored versus Iloilo. More importantly, it is 71 all with 34 seconds remaining. Muntinlupa has called for time. This would be their second to the last. And we have a couple of dancing people inside the Cuneta Astrodome.
Go! Game! Okay, lumabas ka dito! Hindi, ikaw! Aaron! Kasi, dali siya! Okay? Sino mo si Game? Game! Kunin mo yung tao ni Aaron! Aaron, go! May Aaron tayo! Okay tayo? Go! Ibon tayo! Ibon! Coach! Ako to, no?
Lawrence Victoria will now have to play good defense against the Muntinlupa Cagers. Will have 14 on their shot clock. Alfred Flores will inbound. He's going to work with Jacob Galicia, Errol Bongay, Makoy Marcos, and Gabe Capasio. The hottest hands for Muntinlupa are Marcos and Flores. 71 all. Bounce pass to Bongay. That's a mismatch. Bongay kicks it out. Capasio for three. No good. Battle for the rebound. It ends up with nobody. Out of bounds in favor of Muntinlupa.
We're gonna have a replay. The referees will check who touched it last. Could have been a good opportunity for Gabe para ma-recover yung kanyang turnover. That was wide open on the corner. But this call of the referee will be very, very crucial. And also opportunity for Coach Marlon Martin to set up something because they don't have any timeouts left already in the ballgame.
25 seconds remaining. Who tapped it last? Was it a Voyager or was it a Cager? This could be a game-changing call. Coach Marlon kneels down with his board as he talks to the pink shirts. Try to stay undefeated here inside the Cuneta Astrodome. Coach Mixon is done on the other end. The 5 for Muntinlupa will just have to wait. And they would just have to pray that they would get possession. Alfred Flores is already ready to inbound from the baseline.
Yan ang manifestation para dito kay Alfred Flores. He feels that the ball will go back to the Cagers. This is only one full shot clock left with 25 seconds remaining. So whoever gets this basketball has the opportunity to actually finish the game. Oh, sorry, if it goes back to Muntinlupa, the shot clock returns only to 14. So whatever happens, the ball will return to Pasay.
So Muntinlupa will get possession. Channeled perfectly by Alfred Flores, who's waiting for that leather. Let's see who tapped it last. Was it Don? That was close. But apparently it was Don Reverente. We shall proceed. Alfred Flores onto his cutter. It's a steal by Cyrus Tabi. Now Victoria has the basketball.
Last shot time once again for Lawrence Victoria.
14 seconds. Cyrus Tabi, the hero for the Voyagers, against Alfred Flores. 6 seconds to go. Cyrus Tabi still at it. Cyrus will shoot. No good. 1 second. Half-court heave.
Oh my
that
God!
almost went in for Gabe Capasio.
That was scary para dito sa Pasay, but that was straight. They really wanted Cyrus Tabi to finish the game. He's been red hot in the fourth quarter. That was a good shot attempt for Cyrus, just would not go in para sa Pasay Voyagers.
This was the steal first by Cyrus Tabi. Able to deflect it perfectly onto his own self. He was able to escape eventually, and then he got the ball on the offensive end as you broke down. Defended by Alfred Flores. The matchup in the fourth quarter, no conversion. Here's Gabe Capasio. This is like Gordon Hayward's half-court shot when he was back in college.
That could have been one of the craziest game winners we're gonna have in the MPBL, but it would not go in. 5 more minutes of basketball para dito sa MPBL.
We are back inside the Cuneta Astrodome. It's overtime action for the Pasay Voyagers and the Muntinlupa Cagers. Not yet done. That's a block by Jacob Galicia. It's Bonifacio, short on his three. He did make that big-time three-pointer late in the fourth. Able to send us into overtime. Fourth quarter field goal story natin. 9 for Pasay and 7 for Muntinlupa. It was the Alfred Flores versus Cyrus Tabi show in the last 10 minutes. Flores bounces it off. Gabe Capacio. Oh, he's feeling it. He is feeling it. He just didn't make his half-court shot that could have ended the game. Gabe Capacio now has 6 points in this matchup. 73-71. Warren Bonifacio. Off of his turn. The cutter is Tabi. Nice fake. Cyrus Tabi. Basket and one.
What a way to recover para dito kay Cyrus Tabi. Missing the final shot of the ball game, but to start the overtime. First basket for Pasay Voyagers is coming from Cyrus Tabi.
Cyrus Tabi has transformed into a different beast in the last 20 minutes. I don't know what he ate during halftime, but Pasay would gladly take it.
And one of our better defensive stoppers here in the league today, showing that he also has offensive game. Itong si Cyrus Tabi. 15 points, crucial shots for Cyrus.
Jacob Galicia has fouled out of this game. The lineup will feature RJ Arenal, Errol Bongay, Jasper Cuevas, Gabe Capacio, and Makoy Marcos. No Alfred Flores for Muntinlupa. And off of the steal again, it's going to be a breakaway layup for Lawrence Victoria.
And in times like this, it's finishing time para dito sa Pasay Voyagers. Much more composed compared to the fourth quarter. They're now trying to finish what they started here.
Lawrence Victoria now has 13 points off of 5 field goals in this game. He also has 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 5 steals. Makoy Marcos onto Gabe Capacio to trim the lead. No good. Put back. That was late. It's not going to count for Bongay.
And Muntinlupa not able to get a good shot in the past few possessions dito sa overtime period.
Severente will bring it down. 3 minutes and 15. This is Axel Inigo against Jasper Cuevas. Axel wanted the ISO. Here he is. Inigo lost the ball. Recovery. Sino pa ba? Tabi with a sorry miss. Another offensive rebound. Bonifacio needing a teammate. It's Victoria. 7 seconds. Lawrence, an opening. Victoria, no good, but there's a foul.
Oh, is it going to be on Errol Bongay? Oh, yes. It's going to be the 4th foul on Errol Bongay. And that's going to be huge. And Galicia already fouling out of this ball game. Bongay now entering foul trouble. Pabawas ng pabawas ang mga big man itong Muntinlupa. And for Pasay on the other end, you can feel the trust that they have with each other. When someone is hot, they give the ball to that someone. There is no me basketball para dito sa Voyagers, and that is one of the main reasons why they are one of the main competitors here in this season.
That should be one of the effects of the Coach M effect in itself for the Pasay Voyagers. The presence of Coach Marlon Martin, who has empowered so many players already in his campaign, including this man who has transformed into an all-star, Lawrence Victoria, able to convert. It is a 2-possession game, 78-73. Offense, defense, Victoria will rest. Salenga is back in to cover Makoy Marcos. Cyrus Tabi, on the other hand, is the one defending Alfred Flores. This is McCoy. No good. Cider Stabby almost got the board. How about that contest? It is McCoy Marcos for 3. No good. Rebound Reverente.
Fourth quarter and overtime have not been the best periods para dito kay McCoy Marcos. But still, these white shirts will keep the ball alive.
They got steal number 9 in this game. Talking about Muntinlupa. Alfred Flores. Screen by Bongay. 9 on the shot clock. Alfred dancing with Reverente. Flores lost the ball.
A quick hands by Don Reverente to tap it to a teammate. Pagkakataon para sa Pasay to extend this lead even to a 3-possession ball game.
These last 2 minutes are brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending. GameX. 6 on the shot clock. Bonifacio. 3 seconds. Reverente. Somebody has to shoot. Turnaround shot. No good for Salenga. And here comes Muntinlupa. Alfred Flores barging through. No layup for him. Cider Stabby just all over.
No,
That was his 7th rebound.
He is Mr. Everywhere today. Itong si Cyrus Stabby on the defensive end, on the offensive end, getting the rebounds, getting the blocks. What a ball game for Cyrus Stabby.
This, after all, is his career best game in the MPBL. A good block by Bongay. And Victoria will now return. It's going to be Axel Inigo sitting down for the Pasay Voyagers. They will have 4 seconds to work with. Cyrus Stabby will inbound. Lawrence Victoria, 2 seconds. He fires, no good. And that's not going to count, even if it had gone in. So now Muntinlupa gets another chance with 1:06 to go.
There's still enough time para sa Muntinlupa to actually make a comeback here in this ball game, but they have to be able to execute in this play.
Flores goes to Capacio. Gabe, baseline, pushing away his defender. That's a turnover. Good defense by Victoria.
Oh, what good defense. He didn't get trapped on the screen. On that elevator, he fought through. So it was one-on-one between Gabe and Lawrence will win that battle.
Now Salenga will sit down. Inigo returns. Warlo Batak also in to play defense. He will cover Victoria. 50 seconds. Here's Axel. Bringing down that basketball against Jasper Cuevas. Inigo, hand off to Lawrence Victoria. The usual hero for Pasay. Back at it. 2-man game with his longtime teammate Warren Bonifacio. 4 seconds. Victoria stepping back. Tough fade. Oh, that's good. What a shot by Lawrence Victoria.
Only few words can describe how hard that shot is by Lawrence Victoria. That felt a little like a Kobe Bryant clutch basket. Let's watch that again. Off the hezzy. He knew he had speed advantage. Goes for a little fadeaway right there. Well defended, just better offense para dito kay Lawrence Victoria. And he may just be one of the best closers we have here in the league.
All-star players make all-star plays. After all, in basketball, Lawrence Victoria again becoming the hero. That almost went above the board. It was that hard for Lawrence on the angle. It is a 7-point game with 28 seconds to go. Look at his number, 17, 6, 4, and 5. And that's not even the most impressive stat line from the Voyagers tonight.
And you know what's most impressive? He's only at 80% health. Itong si Lawrence Victoria, he is nursing an injury. He is coming off a sickness. But you know, if you're just that talented as Lawrence Victoria, no problem in this ball game.
Now Victoria will take a breather. Balik dito si Jasper Salenga to play good defense. It's a sideline inbound for Warlo Batak. Muntinlupa will have to score and score quickly. Batak. Bongay, this is big, short. That should do it. Cyrus Stabby just got his 8th rebound on his career MPBL game with his 16 points and 6 assists as well.
Oh, what a comeback by the Pasay Voyagers. In the fourth quarter, we already thought that this was gonna go the side of Muntinlupa. One big steal, one big three, at naiba pa po ang ihip ng hangin dito sa Pasay. And what a terrific birthday gift they have for their lovely mayor, Mayor Emmy Calixto Rubiano. And of course, she will be going home happy with a victory nitong Pasay.
So, the Voyagers staying perfect on their home floor. 8-0 on yet another overtime in our 6th season. That was our 11th overtime. So big shout out to Lawrence Victoria, 17 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 5 steals. Juan Bonifacio will finish with 21 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists, including the game-tying 3-pointer. But our best player of the game, brought to you by Daily Fantasy. Dito sa Daily Fantasy, hawak mo ang laro is Cyrus Tabi. His career high, 16 points on 7 out of 10 shooting, 8 rebounds, and 6 dimes.
Oh, no other guy deserves the player of the game honors than this guy. Cyrus Tabi doing everything needed for Pasay to be able to mount this comeback. What a ball game, what a career game para dito kay Cyrus Tabi. And this may just be a good start for Pasay to be able to trust Cyrus Tabi more.
This final score is brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX. Let's go to Megan.
Maraming salamat, Migs. Once again, our Daily Fantasy Player of the Game, Cyrus Tabi. Cyrus, 16 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. Tapos yung 6 points pa na yon nanggaling sa last 3 minutes ng 4th quarter. Ano ba yung nag-click sa'yo na talaga nung 4th quarter pumutok ka not just offensively but also defensively?
Sa akin kasi binigay ko lang yung best ko. Siyempre, tinulungan ko lang yung mga best scorer namin. Always ready lang kami, sabi nga nila, coach. Binigay ko lang yung best ko talaga.
How much sweeter is this victory and this advanced birthday gift to Mayor Emmy, lalo na't bawi win nga ito after a tough loss, na defend nyo ang home ground nyo, and of course OT game pa ito.
Kaya nga, so yun nga, mas naging motivate kami kasi yun nga, para sa birthday nga ni Mayora, yun, binigay namin yung game na to para po sa kanya.
First game na best player of the game ka. Ito na yung pagkakataon mong bumate sa lahat ng sumusuporta sa inyo.
Unang-una sa lahat, nagpapasalamat ako kay Lord. Binabati ko nga pala yung unang-una po, happy birthday po kay Mayor Emmy Calixto Rubiano, Boss Egay, and Mayor Emmy Calixto Rubiano, Expandia Management, Investment, My Pet Space, Pet Hotel, NCR Dental Clinic, and LCR Water, Tela Athletics. Hello kay Edwin, Jason, and Gigi. Yun nga, binabati ko po pala yung girlfriend ko sa bahay, and family ko sa Calbayog City, family ko sa Palawan, Puerto Princesa, sa lahat ng mga Calbayog nun. Hello po sa inyo lahat, sa QC, dyan sa Damayan Lagi, at sa lahat ng sumusumorta po sa amin sa Pasay Voyagers. Salamat po, maraming salamat.
Congratulations ulit, Cyrus, and to your whole team. Once again, our best player of the game is brought to you by Daily Fantasy. Dito sa Daily Fantasy, hawak mo ang laro. Migs and Coach Juanito.
Thank you, Megan. Congratulations to Cyrus Tabi. What a big-time performance, and happy birthday to Mayor Emmy Calixto Rubiano. So there you have it. The home games results will improve into 8-0. Still undefeated for the Pasay Voyagers inside the Cuneta Astrodome. This reached overtime. It was that close. So we have to give credit to Muntinlupa as well for their wonderful effort. They almost had their biggest win of the season. Tomorrow, the MPBL will travel to Pampanga for Imos versus San Juan, South Cotabato versus Sarangani, and then the Giant Lanterns will defend their home court against the Iloilo United Royals. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for joining us for our MPBL Thursday. For Megan Cabrera and Juanito Gregorio, my name is Migs Gomez. At ito po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino.